What's good, my people? Thank you for coming to my channel. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with me. I am JB, and I want to first of all say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out here. Fathers, grandfathers, stepfathers, uncles, or any father figure out this past weekend. This was a weekend to celebrate you all, a chance to honor you all for what you do, and condolences to all of those who have lost your fathers. Prayers to you all. I love to see all the shout outs and pictures and videos of people showing love on my timelines. So many smiles, so much positivity. It was great to see. But this isn't what we're here to talk about today. No, we're talking about the other side of social media that I noticed this weekend. And it was primarily in the black community. The thing about it is I've noticed this probably for like the past, 5 years, to where it's gotten to the point where it should be viewed as normal because it happens every year. What are you talking about, JB? Well, I'm glad you asked. What I'm talking about is this new phenomenon that's going on around single women, and they've taken this weekend as an opportunity to wish themselves Happy Father's Day. Not only that, they wishing other friends, fam, etc., who are also single mothers, Happy Father's Day, or they're taking this opportunity to bring up deadbeat dads. Now, before we react, let's unpack this. I would say, first of all, when I first started seeing this years ago, my initial reaction was like, why? Why are they doing this? Like, what purpose is it serving? I never really got the answers because, I didn't comment on these different individuals' pages because typically I don't try to have conversations like that on social media because y'all know how that go. But as I continue to get older, when events like this take place, certain actions happen that we don't agree with. And instead of jumping to conclusions and judging people, I try to analyze why. Well, let's look at the narrative or the stereotype that is present today with black men. One of the many negative stereotypes that we as black men have is that we have a whole bunch of kids that we don't take care of. The question is this true? Well, I know many of you listening might have mixed answers, but I'm speaking as a collective or in general. We all know black fathers that take care of their kids. Some of them have been excellent fathers, and some would do anything for their kids. But then there's the deadbeats, the one that make kids but don't provide for them. They don't provide for them financially. They don't see their kids on a regular basis. They don't take them to extracurricular activities, etc., etc. I've seen this time and time again. If you don't believe me, the next time you go to a child's event, take notice of how many black men are around. When you go to a football game, like little kids, like between 5 and 12 years old, don't look at the sidelines where all the coaches are. Look in the stands and tell me what you see. And nothing but black women. Sure, it's men sprinkled here and there, but the majority is women. Same thing at basketball games. Same thing I've noticed at dance recitals. And just for the record, again, I'm speaking in general. These are things that I've seen for myself, with my own eyes. Had plenty of female friends to tell me what they deal with the same situations. So it happens. So then let's look at the same kids throughout the school year. These same kids who aren't being supported at extracurricular activities, they're with these parents that most likely the ones that have to wake them up every day. They have to get their kids ready for school, make sure they take a bath, wash their face, brush their teeth, get their clothes ready, make sure they make it to the bus stop or walk them or drive them to school. Then go to work, deal with the rigmarole of work. And right after school, they got to get their kid, take them to those extracurricular activities. Then after that, take their kid home, fix dinner, make sure the child does their homework, eat dinner, get ready for bed. Then guess what? Wake up the next day and do it all over again. If single black moms get sick, they have to suck it up. Ain't no days off. There's no one to come in and take over. There's no subs. In this situation where single black moms are dealing with deadbeat dads, there's no help. There's no help. And if there is help, it's sporadic or it's not consistent. So the question is, after dealing with, let's say 10 years of missed Christmases, missed birthdays, and supporting a child or children with no help financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, one would be frustrated and probably angry. So on a day where fathers are being honored and you've been taking care of your kids and you got a father that hadn't been consistent, and you know that you've been basically carrying double duty for the entirety of the kids' lives, you might be tempted to lash out too. Oh, and for those women that are like, well, it's your fault. You picked them, sis. And the guys that got no empathy, let's pump our brakes for a minute and keep it 100. When women are hooking up with men and having babies, this is generally done with the thought process that the men are going to be there to help them raise their kids together. Since, they did create the kids together. And a lot of men, they just had the luxury to be able to dipset whenever the kid's born. Responsibility, unfortunately, is under free will. Like, no one really can make you be a good parent. Even those that are on child support, you just have to pay what's court ordered. And then you can spend a minimum amount of time that you're ordered to do. And after that, that's pretty much it. So again, with putting things in perspective, one will understand the feeling of wanting to lash out on Father's Day. Because, being honest, if we look at how they feel and why they're doing what they're doing, it's because they're hurt. They're angry. They're let down. They've been took. They've been had. They've been led astray. They've been run amok. Okay, I'm sorry. I got caught up in my Malcolm X. But you get my point. And every time they deal with this, it's compounded and compounded and compounded again. Every time they get disappointed or every time they think they can get a break and they can't. So going through all this, you know how bad it is. When you look at it from this perspective, you can see why one would feel this way, why they would want to express these feelings on Father's Day. And even though some of us don't understand the why, is this behavior really okay? Well, let's look at Mother's Day. Timelines to restaurants to advertising. It's straight up lit. According to the Forbes, an expected 25 billion, yeah, you heard me, B as in billion, is expected to be spent. Now, if we're being honest, even though there's not a narrative out there and it's not talked about as often, there is a such thing as a deadbeat mama. I know there's a lot of black dads out there who actually pull double duty as well. They don't get any rest. They're out here carrying on mom duties. But there's moms out here that actually just abandon their kids. Hey, some just willingly give them up. But we don't really hear the term deadbeat mom. In the past few years, I don't remember looking at my timelines and seeing single dads high-fiving each other and saying Happy Mother's Day to themselves. And all the single dads out here on the timeline talking about, yeah, what up to the single dads? We see you out here on Mother's Day. That's not what happens. Basically, on Mother's Day, it's all unicorns and rainbows. But on Father's Day, not so much. And see, here's the thing. Single mothers, we understand that you go through a lot. And because of these situations, you're mad and angry. And I definitely understand the need to express those feelings. And I hear some men, like Charlemagne says, they just need to shut the F up forever. But no, I'm not going to say that. Just ladies, give us this weekend, or rather just give us the whole week to enjoy the positivity that comes with honoring black dads on Father's Day. And after a week, then you can go back to bashing. And black men, if you tired of seeing women complain, step the F up. And again, this is collectively. Boys out there, step the F up and be men and be a father to the children you created. And if you're scared, so what? Look, man, I'm trying to tell you, parenting is hard. And in my opinion, it's top 3 hardest jobs in the world. But at least try. One thing I try to tell my daughter is that you can do anything you put your mind to it. And if you're going to do it, put forth your best foot. And at least at the end of the day, you tried your hardest. And then no one can take that from you. So black men, let's put our best foot forward. Let's be in our children's lives. They need us. And black women, they need us as well. We've dropped the ball. It's not too late to change the narrative. Oh, and black women, we need your help as well. Help us black men to do this. Now listen, before you check out on me and just stop listening to what I'm saying, just listen for a minute. I've seen so many times when a man is trying to be in his kid's life and a woman makes it increasingly hard. This is not the move. Make it easy for the father to be in his kid's life. Create an environment where the father feels comfortable doing what they're supposed to do. And again, if you've did all you can do and the father is still falling short, then concentrate on the positive. You did all you could do and you're an awesome mom. And with that, I'll leave you with some wise words. A wise man once said, any fool can have a child. That doesn't make you a father. It's the courage to raise a child that makes you a father. That's by Barack Obama. If y'all want to do me a favor, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, and go ahead and comment below. And how do you feel about women wishing themselves Happy Father's Day? Is it okay? Do women need to stop this nonsense? Let me know how you feel below. I thank you for listening. Y'all have a good one. Peace.